Hi Leos, how are y'all today? I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm gonna do a Divine Masculine energy read. I'll do one for Divine Feminine too later. Um, but just to kind of zero in, it seemed to be helpful last time I did that. So I pulled a few cards out of the Metaphysical Cannabis deck, and it looks like Divine Masculine, his energy is like fantastic. I'm really impressed with this energy. At least this Divine Masculine is really doing well. He's come into union within himself. He's united his Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies. And, I need my glasses again. I thought I'd remember this, what this said. I still can't read. Oh yeah, Great Diviner. So he's tapped into this metaphysical pool, this of energy, and he's creating with it. Look, he's creating stability and money, I'm assuming. Look, creation, he's manifesting. And he's also doing this with grace. He's using grace. That looks really nice. All right, let's clarify these cards. Divine Masculine is doing wonderful. It looks to me. Oh, I had this weird thing happen when I was meditating to do this reading. So to me, Divine Masculine is, let me adjust this. Divine Masculine to me is a cardinal, right? A male cardinal. And they like, I have cardinals hanging out outside my window all the time. Anyways, this one bird came and flew right and like landed right on my kid's bike right out front. And it looked at me, and I was looking at it, and I was like, wow, that's a blue jay, because you don't necessarily see blue jays often. And I was like, that's a blue jay. And then it turned to look at me, and then when it like went to fly away, it turned into a cardinal. Flipping shapeshifter. So, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, both to me, are shapeshifters. I've seen it. But regardless, the blue jay represents, to me, like, it's supposed to represent intuition. The color represents royalty. But they're really bossy, and they take whatever it is they want. They don't care how they get it. They'll steal other birds' nests and stuff like that, kick their eggs out. They're ruthless, I guess is a good word for it. Cardinals obviously are not. Divine Masculine is not. But so I feel like what that was saying to me was that there's been some kind of a shift with Divine Masculine. They've gone from being more independent and bossy and ruthless to a more of a softer Divine Masculine that's unified with their inner Divine Feminine. All right, clarify union. Costume designer. Princess of Cups. Okay, so this is the Page of Cups. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little story because I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling right now without giving you a little history. Okay, So this whole costume designer thing, divine masculines come into union with themselves. And what the costume designer is telling me is when I first had my, like, I don't know if you'd call it an awakening, or I had a moment, right, where I don't know if I was kidnapped, or I don't know, I was taken out of my body somewhere else, and I was told about this mission, basically. Not in this detail, though. It was like so rudimentary. It was like, you're a frontline warrior. You won this game. It's the end of the world. You won this game. You're a frontline warrior. Rally the troops. And it was so funny because it was like, I was right there. I could ask any question I wanted. But when you don't really have the experience to attach all these things to, I don't know. It's just like, it was like they gave me the right information, but the way I attached it to things I already knew, it was kind of wonky. And one of the things about that was I was just like, well, what do I do? What do I have to do? And they're like, nothing. There's nothing to do. They're like, there's like, all you need to do is make your uniform, your costume. And I was just like thinking, wow, I have to make like a superhero because they were telling me I was going to be a superhero. And I was like, okay, I got to make a superhero costume. I thought I was going to be like flying around in a superhero costume. I didn't know, I didn't know. I believed what they were telling me. It was so right on, and I was there. Like, I know that happened to me. Anyways, so that was one of my things. I was like, oh, well, I got to make a costume so we can get the show on the road. You know what I mean? Get my costume set up, which I did, by the way. I designed I drew one out anyway, real quick. But I don't think I'll ever be using it. What I realized, though, the moral of the story is what I realized was that what Spirit was telling me was that I had to prepare my vessel, my costume. What kind of energy was I going to be holding? Who was I? What, this was like kind of like the beginning of the, it was like I had a Kundalini awakening. Well, first I had that experience. Then, who I'm assuming is my twin. I still, I'll know in the end, I guess. I'm just not the kind of person. I mean, I will go with inklings and intuition before, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But anyways, the story goes, I got that download where I was literally like zapped up into a tube. They had to fix me because I was really sick. I was on my deathbed at that time. And then it was right after that my twin came to visit me, like randomly popped up out of the blue. And I told him the whole story. He probably thought I was batshit crazy. And then we made love, and I had a Kundalini awakening, which was crazy. That was like my whole body vibrating. That was really intense. I didn't know what that was at the time, but now looking back, that's what that was. And then I went through a dark night of the soul. And basically, it was right after I was told to make a costume that I completely destroyed the costume that I was currently wearing. Anyways, what this tells me, though, is that this divine masculine has his vessel prepared. That is like really beautiful, That's deep. That's bringing tears to my eyes. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, it's really nice. Whew. Okay, so now we have the Great Diviner. Clarified by. And today's been kind of emotional. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm all over the place. The energies are just all over the place. I swear it's not just me. Could be, but I doubt it. should check out my other readings. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Check out Gatekeeper Tarot 99. That's where my collective readings are. If you ever want to check out just not a love reading, but just a regular collective reading, you can find it there. Anyways, so Great Diviner is clarified with Eight of Pentacles. He's really putting in work for the divine. He's tapping into the collective consciousness. Clarify stability with the Lovers. They're finding stability with their divine feminine. Clarify creation. The Therapist. Queen of Cups. They're trying to manifest their divine feminine. They're creating their divine feminine. They are gods after all. And then Grace, we get clarification with Justice. It's justice that they're able to be graceful at this time. They deserve it. They've been through a lot. A lot. And they deserve this peace. That's their justice. Their justice is grace. All right. I'm going to get an animal card. This is like, the readings are just so intense today. There's some major shift going on. I feel like I say this all the time. There's like a huge shift today. Oh yeah, it's a new moon coming up tomorrow or tonight sometime. That's the time of setting intentions. And it looks to me like that's exactly what Divine Masculine is doing right now. They've come into union. They've made their costume, their superhero costume. They're working with the divine. They're finding stability in their union with divine feminine. They're creating their open heart and their ability to give love. And they're finding their justice and grace. I love it. All right. Ooh, one popped out already. I'll grab that one. Swan, love. You have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. That's really beautiful. All right. Thank you, Leo Collective. I hope you enjoyed that, and have a beautiful day.